Operating the CleanFire outdoor furnace is easy. It comes down to two things: maintain airflow through the furnace and reload the furnace with an adequate amount of the previous wood load remaining. To show how the furnace works, here's a CleanFire that has been cut in half. The wood is loaded and burns in the upper firebox. In an old-fashioned traditional wood stove, the smoke and gases escape out the chimney. This is wasted fuel. The CleanFire is a downdraft furnace, meaning the smoke and gases are forced down through the coal bed, into the reaction chamber, and through the afterburner. Air is added through the air charge tube, causing the smoke and gases to ignite, creating a fireball in the afterburner. This gives great efficiency and very low emissions. Your neighbors probably won't even know you're heating with wood. Initial startup of the furnace. The first time the furnace is started, a coal bed needs to be established. Use kindling or the driest wood you have and follow the steps in the owner's manual to establish a coal bed. This can take some time, but it should only need to be done when starting the furnace for the season. Once a glowing coal bed is established, the firebox can be loaded for use. Day-to-day operation. Before loading wood into the furnace, run the cleaning rod around the perimeter of the firebox and along each side of the air charge tube. Make sure the coal bed is not blocking the primary air delivery tubes to ensure proper operation of the furnace. Pay extra attention to the corners and under the door frame. Also run the cleaning rod along each side of the air charge tube to establish airflow into the reaction chamber. This simple step helps keep the airflow through the furnace. Once a passageway has been established, the furnace can be loaded with wood. Reloading the furnace. When reloading the furnace, there needs to be an adequate amount of the previous wood load remaining to ignite the new wood. The Easy Refire feature on the Firestar controller has a default setting to save an adequate amount of the wood to ensure a quick, easy restart after reloading. This setting works when the firebox is loaded full each time, and it can be adjusted in the controller settings if needed. If the coal bed is shallow and you load wood that is too big or too wet, the coals may burn up before adequately igniting the new wood load. And remember, no matter what the coal bed looks like, every time before loading the furnace, use the cleaning rod to establish a passage for airflow to the reaction chamber. As you go through several firebox loads of wood, ashes accumulate in the reaction chamber. Occasionally, these will need to be removed to maintain airflow through the furnace. Remember, airflow needs to be free of obstruction from the intake, through the primary air delivery tubes, down through the combustion chamber, through the afterburner, and out the heat exchanger and chimney. The rear door makes it easy to maintain airflow through the EasyView heat exchanger. If needed, simply remove the tension-fit turbulators with the pliers and run the cleaning rod through the heat exchanger and up into the chimney area. Replace the turbulators when done. With a coal bed and proper airflow, the furnace will run great. You should see the furnace getting to 100% for most burn cycles, but anything over 70% is acceptable. If you're not getting over 70% very often, thoroughly clean and check for airflow through the furnace and check the moisture content of your wood. You can easily verify that the furnace is operating properly with the Firestar controller and by using myfirestar.com. Here's an example of a chart from a CleanFire that is performing wonderfully. You can see the furnace is getting to 100% every time. Using these charts is a great way to monitor the heartbeat of your furnace. Go to WoodMaster.com for more information and to find a dealer near you.